I want to explain the past akusala chaita. Buddha's teaching or in Dhammasangani Pāļi, the Buddha started nowadays akusala is more and more. Therefore, the people are quite familiar with the akusala. So akusalas come fast. Whoever hit the guideline, they have to point out what should be avoided, what should be followed, what should be avoided. These two we must do. We must take the past and what should be avoided. Because what should be avoided or what must be avoided is more important. What must be followed. For example, there are two kinds of food. One food is poisonous. The other food is not poisonous. Which is more important to know fast? Poisonous food is more important. Because of the other food, if we do not take, that is no problem. Nowadays people always say no problem. But poisonous food is very dangerous. Therefore, first we must mention. You see, in other places in the Buddhas, what should not be done, come fast. You see in Mandalay Sutta, the Buddha mentioned the past, Asivana ja balana, then Pandita nanja sevana. So, Asivana, avoidance or association or association. Avoidance or association is more important to know fast. Therefore, Asivana ja balana can come fast. That is not accidental. It is quite meaningful. If you wish to find out the way, you should find out the past, what should be followed, what should be avoided. So, therefore, first we should know akusala is past, because akusala must be avoided. Okay? So, we must know past the akusala. So, akusala chaita is classified into three, as you know, lobha mula, dosa mula, moha mula. You know lobha, attachment, craving, greed, these are lobha. Craving for sexual pleasure, attachment to sexual pleasure, that is a lobha. Dosa, hatred, moha, delusion. In that case, attachment, hatred, and delusions are mental state. Through mental state, this lobha mula chaita is classified. Through mental state, this akusala chaita is classified into three. Whenever akusala chaitas arises within us, some of them based on one of the three. Based on lobha, based on dosa, based on moha. So accordingly, therefore will be explained. Then lobha mula chaitas. How many lobha mula chaitas will be classified? That consciousness that is rooted in attachment is lobha mula. That is the meaning. Because we must know the meanings of Pāļi words. Consciousness that is rooted in attachment is lobha mula. Lobha, attachment, root. Mula is root. Then all types of lobha mula are the same. the natures of craving. Whatever lower mula may be, is with the craving. But it is divided into 8 according to feeling, association, promptitude. When lower mula jhanas arises within us, it cannot be the same. But as a craving, it is the same. But the condition or quality cannot be the same. Quality, situation, it cannot be the same. So feeling also cannot be the same. Therefore will be explained accordingly. The lower mula consciousness is twofold by means of feeling, pleasant feeling, neutral feeling. So that is the meaning. When we see desirable object with our eye past, the desirable object is so nice to see. At that time, for those who have craving for it, lower mula arises with his feeling is pleasant feeling, excitement. You see, first time is so excitement. Even he revealed, it costs to reveal, oh, so nice to see, I want. Cannot keep in the heart. If we see beautiful things, people have to say, oh, it is very nice to see, I want, with the pleasant feeling. But next time, see many times. At that time he never say like that. But he recognized that that is desirable or desirable. Even recognized, but never say, oh, that is so nice to see. Not like the first time. So, in that case, first time, the pleasant feeling. Second time or third time, not pleasant feeling. Neutral feeling. Feeling is not the same. So that you must experience according to your. You should ask yourself. Your experience. Everybody have experience in this way. On seeing desirable object, on hearing desirable sound or sweet sound, on catching smell, on tasting, on touching. So, first time and second time is cannot be the same. First time, excitement. Second time, not excitement. It is so. First time also craving for it. Second time also craving for it. But second time craving for it with the neutral feeling. First time craving for it is with a pleasant feeling. So it is so. Lower mula jhanas can be classified into two according to feeling. So different. So lower mula jhana with the pleasant feeling. Lower mula jhana with the neutral feeling. Neutral feeling means not so excitement. So accordingly, lower mula jhana is a two. Okay, that is explained in this way. Lower mula consciousness is twofold by means of feeling, pleasant feeling, neutral feeling. Pleasant feeling, according to Pāļi, Pāļi also given this page. Somanasa sahagata accompanied by pleasure. Upekha sahagata accompanied by indifference. Indifferent and neutral sometimes used in different feeling, sometimes used in neutral feeling. It's less pleasure, that is the meaning. Less pleasure. Okay, according to feeling, Loba Mula Jeta is a two. Then each one is a twofold, round without a round view. People cannot be the same because people have a different backgrounds, different views, different circumstances. You see, East and West thinking is quite different. Eastern people think another way, Western people think another way, because of different circumstances, different environment, different surroundings. They have a different background also, family background, religious background. So you cannot be the same. You cannot be the same. Depending on religious background, depending on circumstances, they have a different view. According to different view, craving arises. On craving for sexual pleasure, they have a different view. If a different views, if one view is right, the other view cannot be right. One view is right, the other view is wrong. See that? It cannot be the same. Different view, if one is right, the other must be wrong. Because different. So, wrong view is called here H. H means just view. Because of akusala, your view must be wrong view. According to their circumstances, according to religion, some people hold the wrong view, some people not hold the wrong view. So, even craving for sensual pleasure, the same, but the background, the view is different. Some are holding wrong view, some are holding wrong view, some are holding right view. So according to it, as a Loba Mula Jaitas, according to feeling 2 with the present feeling, with the neutral. 2 multiplied by 2, 4. In this, so different. So Loba Mula Jaitas is 4. Again, each of them is divided twofold by means of promptitude, with the promptitude, without the promptitude. Sometimes you see, sometimes we want something, we are craving for something, but we hesitate, not so strong. After that, thinking about craving is stronger and stronger. Slowly increase. First time not so strong. Self-encourage or encourage by others. Some people encourage. Don't be missed. You should have one. That is very nice to have. The others encourage. That is very good. Then self-encourage. Thinking about it. Oh, it is nice. Thinking, the mind changes. Sometimes the mind is not hesitate. Immediately wish. First time it is strong enough. Immediately decided it should be. So, if it's so, if it hesitate, there need encouragement. Encouragement here is used of promptitude. Promptitude, encouraged. So, some Loba Mula Jaitas need promptitude, some are no need to promptitude. Depend on promptitude without the promptitude. Therefore, 4 multiplied by 2, 8. Loba Mula Jaitas become 8 in this way. Loba Mula Jaitas in this way. It is a basically classification. So, the Vipassanās, the 2 Vipassanās, or 8 Vipassanās, within them, the Loba Mula Jaita rises may be different because they have different backgrounds and different situations. Equal view is very rare nowadays. Many people have a different view. Different view, therefore, different mind. Situations are different. Even they are working together. Qualities are different. Therefore, when the people are born in this life, even they are born from the same mother by the same father, IQ is different. Some have good knowledge, some have good knowledge, some have not good knowledge, some live long, some short life, some are ugly, some are beautiful. Not depend on mother and father, because they have background. According to Buddhist view, it is karma, because of karma. Sabi sat, karma sat. Karma means not from agent, not come from agent. Karma means all action. All action accumulated within us. That is so practical. So practical. Because, for example, there are 2 brothers, same university. But if brothers work hard, study, the other brothers is not work hard. He is a little bit obeying the hierarchy. The others are not obeying hierarchy. Conditions are different, you see. Present and condition different. There is a condition, there is cause, they differentiate. Present practically. Like that, in this life, why own brother cannot be the same, own sister cannot be the same? Because they have different background. Principal sources is quite different. That is karma. In previous life, within them there is a karma accumulate. This karma individual. Once a karma cannot work in others. Once a karma, the own person. So therefore, karma differentiate the people. Maybe they have some point, the same some point. Therefore, they are born in the same house. But IQ is different. Quality is different. Because of their background or principal condition or principal cause is different. Therefore, Jaitas cannot be the same. Therefore, Loba Mula Jaita, even the same things, the 2 people or the 8 people craving for sense of pleasure, that is, it cannot be the same Loba Mula Jaitas. They be different Loba Mula Jaitas. So Loba Mula Jaita is classified into 8, that is basically classification. If we classify in other ways, Loba Mula Jaita will be more and more. how to classify the noble mula trikas. You see, on seeing one of eight noble mula trikas is possible. On seeing. On hearing sound, one of eight noble mula trikas is possible. On smelling, one of eight noble mula trikas is possible. On tasting, one of eight noble mula trikas is possible. On touching, one of noble mula trikas is possible. On thinking, one of noble mula trikas is possible. So 6 objects. 8 noble mula trikas multiplied by 6. How many noble mula trikas will be? 48. 40? 48. More and more, you see. Then, within a man, within a woman, 48 multiplied by 2. Then again, past time, present time, and future time. So many noble mula trikas. Within Singaporean, within Myanmar, all noble mula trikas will be more and more. So, classifications in this way. Basically, classifications are only 8. If we multiply according to 6 objects, we have the 6 objects. That is also so practical. You can experience, can be experienced. This object that can be seen only with the eye. So that is the object with the only eye. This object cannot catch, cannot copy with the ear. So this object can be perceived only with the eye. That is one object. Cannot be perceived with the ear, cannot perceive with the nose, cannot perceive with the tongue, cannot perceive with the body, cannot perceive with the mind. Only with the eye. That is one object. Sound. Sound can be seen with the eye? No. Only with the ear. Sound cannot catch through nose, with the nose? No. With the tongue? Cannot. With the body? With the mind? Cannot. That is also one. You see? Smell. Smell can be catch. Can be got through nose. Only with the nose. Cannot get with the eye. And taste only with the tongue. Therefore, there's one object. Tangible object only with the body. Then the other object, just an image, imaginary, only with the mind. Some are only with the mind. Cannot be known with the eye. For example, there are many things we cannot see. There are many things we cannot see. Just we keep in mind. Just can be known with the mind. Such objects are called Dhamma objects. Generally words, not to practice Dhamma. Dhamma object means the nature. Can be seen, can be known with the mind. For example, beauty or ugly. Many people think beauty or ugly can be seen with the eye. But just a concept, this one. Just a concept. That is can be known by mind. concepted can be known by mind. The Nibbana object also can be known only with the mind. Not be seen with the eye. Not be seen. So therefore, according to it, in practical way, there are six sense objects. If we classify the eight noble Mula Jeta, if we multiply the eight noble Mula Jeta with the six objects, noble Mula Jeta, we get more and more. But basically, classifications must be only eight. Okay? So this eight noble Mula Jeta. To remember it, in this page, following is how noble Mula can be divided into eight types. There are church with three columns, and two lines, healing, association, promptitude. With the pleasant, with the neutral, with the round tube, without the round tube, without the promptitude, with the promptitude. You can count it accordingly it. Don't be overlapped. Eight lower Mula Chetas can be counted. Look at this. Okay? Look at this church, this table. You can count. How to count? Lower Mula Cheta with the pleasant feeling, with the round tube, without the promptitude. That is one. Lower Mula Cheta with the pleasant feeling, with the round tube, with the promptitude. Two. Okay? Number three, Nova Mula Cheta with the pleasant feeling, without the wrong view, without the promptitude. Number four, Nova Mula Cheta with the pleasant feeling, without the wrong view, with the promptitude. This is four. Okay? With the neutral feeling also in this way, with the neutral feeling, with the wrong view, without promptitude, or with the promptitude. With the neutral feeling, with the wrong view, without promptitude, or with the promptitude. Four. Altogether, Nova Mula Cheta. Okay, accordingly. If you count down, if you write down 1 to 8, it may be difficult to memorize. It is easy to understand. Okay? This classification system of Mula Chetas. The meaning of Pāļi terms, that is just for knowledge. Somanasa, mission. Sahagata means a company. Upekha, Sahagata, company divided in different. Deity, Kanda, Sambayutta, deity, Kanda. This is deity, just a deity or deity Kanda. Saying connected with the wrong view, deity Kanda. Sambayutta means connected, Vidyutta means disconnected, disconnected with the wrong view. Maybe different translations also have. Don't worry about it, that many different translations. That's the meaning you must know. Okay? That's meaning. Asankharika, sasankharika. A means a negative in Pāļi. A is a negative. Like in English is this and negative. Dige. So negative. In Pāļi is a. Asankharika without the promptitude. Sasankharika. Sa means with the promptitude. So that is just a foreknowledge. So Nova Mula Cheta, whenever previous rises within us, 1 or 8 rises. Many people want to have a medical checkup. But you should know when Nova Mula Cheta arises, you should have mental checkup. This mental checkup is called Vipassanā. Mahā Subodhayon. This center is Satipatthana Meditation Center. Therefore, take down Vipassanā, mental checker. You have a mental checker, you must learn Abhidhamma. When Lobha Mula Citta arises within you, which type of Lobha Mula Citta? What is the feeling based on around you or right you? I Lobha Mula Citta is hesitate or not hesitate. You must check. There is a Citta Vipassanā, contemplations of mind, contemplation of consciousness, contemplations of consciousness. Just Sutta, without the Abhidhamma knowledge, you cannot check every mind. If you have Abhidhamma knowledge, you can check. In Mahā Subodhayon, the Buddha said, Saraka Ciktam, Saraka Ciktam Vipassanā. If your mind is with the craving, you must know my mind is with the craving. And mental checkup, he will realize it in this way. That is a Citta Vipassanā. In that case, the Buddha mentioned Saraka Ciktam, Saraka, with the craving. Here, Lobha Mula Citta is the same. Same. So, Lobha Mula Citta is quite familiar with the people. Close friend. Always stay together. Lobha Mula Citta. But not that these classifications are only in the books. You must know that is within us. These are Lobha Mula Cittas that arises within us. What is the use to know about that? To control it. If we cannot control Lobha, if someone cannot control Lobha, he becomes thief or robber. At least, if he cannot control Lobha, this Lobha will produce worry. Because of Lobha attached to the object. Therefore, attachment happens. Where there is attachment, there is worry. Where there is no attachment, there is no worry. Particularly, you should consider, you should contemplate in this way. For example, you have a no property in America. In America, what is happening? You worry. You have no worry about it. You have nothing in Iraq. If in Iraq something happened, no worry about that because you have no attachment to it. There are many people in the war. Thousands of people. Every second you see thousands of people in the war passing away. You never worry about that. You don't know. You don't know. If we don't know, we have no attachment. If we know, if there's a no attachment, no worry about it. So that is very clear. Where there's attachment, there's worry. Where there's no attachment, there's no worry. It is so. All worries that come up from attachment. Therefore, if you want to live a peaceful life without worry, there are some books is writing why worry. If we wish to live without worry, what should be done? What must be done? We must remove attachment. If we have attachment a little bit, worry will be. If much worry will be. That is sure. That is unavoidable. Because of worry and attachment link between them. Worry relate to attachment. Worry condition, attachment condition to worry. So, Buddha's teaching is so practical, so practical. For example, you have a car. If there's a car, something happen, you worry about it. But if you have a no car, don't worry about it. Whoever have a car, they have worry. But they think, my car has insurance. So, worry is because of attachment. All are lower mula changes. Okay? Lower mula change. Therefore, this lower mula change, this is lower. In Buddha's teaching, Buddha were true. The Buddha said, that is dukkha samudaya, the source of the conditions of suffering, the conditions of problem. Many people say, no problem, no problem, but there are many problems. What is the problem? We must deeply consider the problem. Everybody faces problem. Some people say, I have no problem. I have enough money, I deposit a lot of money, no worry about that, he said. But night time, he cannot sleep because of worry. Worry about money. If rich people, poor people think, if I have money, no worry, have no worry. But rich people also have worry. Because whoever have attachment, they have worry. Rich people are more worried than poor people. Because of this lobha quality. This lobha is produced problem. Even they have no problem, but everybody faced the problem. What is the problem? Getting older and older. That is the problem. You see, big problem. Some people also think, oh, that is human nature. As long as they see as a human nature, they never try to solve the problem. So this problem will remain forever. Such a person cannot attain Nibbana. Bodhisattva sees getting old, aged is a problem. Disease is a problem. Death is a problem. Everybody cannot be fighting these problems. Nobody can solve such a problem. Even they say no problem, but very big problem. There is not only one nation, not only one country, not only one family. Every family, every nation. So this problem cannot be solved. Cannot be solved. Rich and poor the same, wise and fool the same, is a problem. Bodhisattvas think, this war is in danger of the problem. What is the danger? Have you get old? Have you get disease? Have you death? That is a big problem. This is problems who create. This is lobha security. especially this lava. This because of lava mula citta, we have a lava mula citta, we have attachment. This is created. This is a cause and condition. Therefore, in the Four Noble Truths, the Buddha said, dukkha samudaya, the cause of samana, the cause of samana, or the cause of problem. You see, when the Buddha first enlightenment, after just enlightenment, the Buddha revealed very long time ago, I'm searching for the house constructor, house builder. My body, the Buddha has found out, my body is house, like a house. Who is house builder? Then the Buddha said, I find out a house builder. That is Dhamma, Lobha. Because of Lobha, we are born again and again. We are born again and again. We are getting older again and again. We got the disease again and again. We die again. Even developed country, now medical science invent very powerful medicines. Every day people die. Cannot save. There's no way to save the human life. No way. If the Buddha find out the way to save the human life, the Buddha never teach Abhidhamma and never teach so long. The Buddha will give the way. That is to save your life. This medicine is the best one. Everybody's, the Buddha will share. Even the Buddha passed away. Only the Buddha says everybody knows 80 years of age. 80 years of age. Because problem cannot be solved. Cannot be solved. So only this is way. What is it that? Completely removed, completely eradications of attachment. That is the only way. In Piya Jantika Sutta, the Buddha said, the source of worry is lack of attachment. That is the source of worry. Piya Jantika, Soka Priheva. Many people think because of love they have to enjoy. No, because of love they worry and cry. Cannot be quiet. So therefore, we have to know Dhamma, we have to know the causality which is produced. If we realize in this way, what it should be done, what should not be done, we can understand. The Buddha said, say conditioned things, there is a very small dust, even very small dust, there is no permanent entity. All conditioned things are subject to Dhamma. Therefore, need to practice Dhamma. That is the only way. That is the only way. So therefore, first we must learn about the Dhamma. Then we must realize what it should be done, what should not be done, what it should be practiced, what it should not be practiced. So for that, Abhidhamma is on. Abhidhamma directly never mentioned what it should be done, what should not be done. But in the Abhidhamma says how natural law act. How natural law act. So if we know how natural law act, we can do. Everybody knows how to get a tree. how to grow. So there is also a condition. For example, the mango tree. In Singapore have mango tree or durian. So how to grow? Everybody knows. You say there are any person who have power. Just as you command from seed, you must grow up. You must grow a mango tree or durian tree from the earth. You have no power. We try to join with the condition. For example, seed, we must grow in the soil, there must be water, there must be light, there must be heat. This soil, water, light, heat, they are conditions. Look at the seeds join with these conditions. From seed, it's come out. We have no power to water, to come out from seed and tree. That's a condition. So like that, we also must search for only condition. If a condition, there remain a condition, the conditions unitedly, harmoniously will produce a effect. Therefore, the Buddha's teachings, main teachings are life and positive effect. Founded truth and Pratityasamutpada, depending on origination and conditional relation, Pratama, Buddha explained these. Those are cause and condition. So therefore, we must know about it then. We must try. This is learning. You see, learning is book knowledge. Or this is called a new order, proper knowledge. Proper knowledge leads to direct knowledge. Proper knowledge is also very, very important. First, we must have proper knowledge. After that, we must try to have direct knowledge. So learning, by studying, by reading a book, by listening to Dhamma, we can have good knowledge. Proper knowledge. This proper knowledge will lead to direct knowledge, Pativeda. Without a Pativeda knowledge, we cannot remove the attachment. Without removing attachment, we cannot remove worry. Without removing worry, we cannot lead peaceful life. That is okay. So, let me take 2 minutes. I have already explained how Nandamalabhivamsa take that. Classify. Now, dosa mula cita. Dosa mula cita. Dosa means hatred. That consciousness that is rooted in hatred is dosa mula. some akusala jaitas are rooted in hatred. So all types of dosa mula are the same in meaning and association. Dosa mula jaitas not pleasant feeling, not neutral feeling, only displeasure, painful feeling. Associations also with ill will, the same in feeling and association. But it is classified into two by means of promptitude, with the promptitude and without the promptitude. So therefore, we cannot classify the dosa mula citta according to feeling. There's only one feeling. Whoever is angry, his feeling is displeasure. After sometimes you see some people, they like to be angry, not because of sweet. Some people, you see, very funny ideas. That is according to, and during of their angry, during of the anger, they have no pleasant feeling. But after anger, the other person, they went to the other person. At that time, they have a pleasant feeling. I conquer the other person's the fear of me. So at that time, pleasant feeling here. At that time, there is no dosa mula citas arises. There is a lobha mula citas arises. So during dosa mula citas, pleasant feeling is must be only pleasant feeling. This unpleasant feeling of displeasure, in Pāļi it is used domanasa. You see this domanasa. Domanasa and worry, these two are only one dhamma, different natures. One dhamma, different natures. Worry is called soka. Sometimes they translate it lamentation. Domanasa means unhappiness or grief. Domanasa, unhappiness or grief. They are actually only the feeling with the hatred. Soka, domanasa are the same things, but different aspect. Dhamma is the same, different aspect. They are just feeling, which is associated with the dosa mula citas. You know, in Paticcasamuppada, the Buddha said, Soka, Prideva, Dukkha, Domanasa, Upayasa, Sambhavanti. In that case, Soka, Prideva, Dukkha, Domanasa. Soka and Domanasa are the same things. But aspect is different. Different mode, different aspect. What is the different? Soka means worry for something which you will lose, or worry for something which you have been, which you have lost. That is worry. Domanasa means during, not because of losing, not because of loss of something, not because of about to be lost of something. It is just unpleasant feeling. Whoever is angry at that time, that feeling is fear. In the mind there is a displeasure. It is always associated with the dosa. Dosa here translated only hatred, but the fear also dosa. Some people are afraid of ghosts, afraid of dog. Fear. This fear also dosa. Not only hatred is a dosa, fear also dosa. So, dosa mula jada is hatred rooted, sometimes fear rooted also. Some people are afraid of dog. At that night, dosa mula jada arises. Afraid of ghost, fear, ghost, dosa mula jada arises. Some people hate others. You see, unseen, undesirable object is like fear. This dislike is the nature of dosa. Not only angry, like a dislike. Unseen, desirable object, like fear, we like it. Unseen, undesirable object, we dislike. Like with the craving, dislike with the hatred. But not a strong quality, slightly rises. If it cannot control, it is stronger and stronger. So we must understand in this way. That is the classified by means of promptitude, with promptitude, without promptitude. So feeling is the only one with the displeasure, association with the ill will, without promptitude, with the promptitude. Why? We must consider practically. Whenever dosa mula rises, feeling is the same, association with the hatred is the same, but sometimes you see some people are, first time they are not so angry. After thinking about it, it is anger is more and more. Some people are immediately angry. So, you see, some are self-encouraged, thinking about someone's fault at the night. He think about himself. Oh, he's called me. Use it, don't be patient. You must do something, you must react something. Thinking, hatred is more and more. Then the others are also encouraged. Don't be afraid. Do something. Because that person is not only the first time. The others are also encouraged. At that time, this dosa is become more and more. That is a God with the promptitude. Some hatred is without a promptitude, immediately strong enough. Strong enough. So such a dosa is such a dosa mula is a God without a promptitude. So with a promptitude and without a promptitude. Dosa mula is a classified only into two. Then Pāļi terms, their meaning, domination, sagada, accompanied by displeasure, patika, sampayoga. Patika means here ill will. Patika is the synonymous term of dosa. sometimes a pratika is used. Literally, pratika means impingement, hit. It is a touching strongly, like the touching between the two iron sticks. You see, two iron sticks hitting each other, two ball of pea, cotton. It's a different, you see. Two ball of cotton, if it touch, no sound here. Two iron stick, if it touch, it is strong. So therefore, pratika means hit each other strongly. Dosa is object and this dosa hit strongly. Therefore, it is called pratika. So this is dosa mula cheta. Yeah, chapter 1 is only classifying cheta. But you should keep in your mind, cheta alone never arises. Cheta will associate with cetasika. Only one part now is made. Okay. With the cetasikas, there will be chapter 2. Then next one, Mahā Subodhayon. That consciousness that is rooted in delusion is Mahā Subodhayon. All types of Mahā Subodhayon are the same in feeling, indifferent. Let's say indifferent. Because of delusion, the feeling cannot be pleasure, cannot be displeasure. Must be indifferent. Indifferent feeling means the feeling is not clear. That is the meaning. Indifferent feeling means neither pleasure nor displeasure. You get it? That is a quicker. It is classified into two according to association, but they cannot be divided as a with the promptitude without a promptitude. So only 2 points. How Mahā Subodhayon can be divided into two types, feeling or association, indifferent feeling connected with the doubt, indifferent feeling connected with the restlessness. Here doubt means vicikiccha. Vicikiccha sampayoga connected with the doubt. Uddhacca sampayoga connected with the restlessness. So these two specially mentioned, vicikiccha and uddhacca are mental state. In chapter 2 will be explained about these. After the mental state, these chetas are made after mental state. So, delusion, Mahā Subodhayon. Mahā Subodhayon dealing with object is cannot be desired because there is a doubt. But cannot be desired because there is a restlessness. Mind is not tranquility. Mind has no quiet, no calmness. It is restless. Uddhacca. Uddhacca also mental state will be explained in chapter 2. These uddhacca is associated all types of akusala. But in the last chapter, uddhacca is powerful. More stronger. Even the mental state associate many chetas, but we must know degree in level is different. Degree in level is different. Cannot be the same. They are united as a one. Cheta and cetasikas are united as a. Not only mental state, our body also united. Many different phenomena united as one. That is called Sankata. All are performed something united. To clarify this, we must consider when we walk, how many things participate? Roughly, we must consider. When we walk, there must be eye. You see, eye look at the way. Without the eye, walking is very, very difficult to make. Nowadays, they are leading dog or stick, walking stick. Especially, we must eye. Eyes just look the way. But I cannot walk. Walking is with the leg. Leg cannot see. They are united, you see. United. With the eye, we have to look at the way. With the leg, we have to walk. With the other bodies, is to keep the balance. All are together, you see. Walking. Like that. If we drive a car, how many things participate? There must be car body, there must be engine, there must be petrol, there must be battery, there must be wheel, there must be driver. If they harmoniously work, car move. If something wrong, something like the car cannot move. Among these things, which is the most important, do you think? Driver, or petrol, or car body, or engine, or which is the most important? What is your opinion? Equally important. You see? Equally important. When I illustrated this simile in Germany, Berlin, especially in Abhidhamma class, I asked such a question, which is the most important. One gave an answer, driver is the most important. If a driver is the most important, I will take out all petrol. How driver can do? If there is one, in wire is a disconnect. Driver can do that. So actually, equally, it is called condition. It is called the Buddha Sankata. San means harmoniously together. Kata means create. Harmoniously together. All conditioned things are working together. It is something like impossible. Impossible. So therefore, must be equally important. Because they have a different function to be performed. You see, driver's function is just driving. Driver cannot perform as a petrol. Driver cannot perform the functions of engine. Driver cannot perform the functions of wheel. Driver cannot move on the road. You see, just driving. So, all are working, all are performing their functions, different functions, but they are working together. Working together. So we must understand in this way. So dhammas, the natures, all natures are the same thing. You see. All natures are the same thing. Here therefore, and Mahā Subodhayon, maybe even they perform their function. Maybe some are stronger. Decisive conditions must have. someone leading condition, the others follow. Here, Buddha now, they are leading condition in that case. Because with the moha, if they associate, if Uddhaja associated with the lower, restlessness is not clear. If the dosa also restlessness not clear. But if a moha also delusion, Uddhaja restlessness is more and more restlessness. Therefore, Uddhaja here is powerful. Okay, this all together, Akusala Chetas are 12. Don't forget that these are Akusala Chetas. I will go to that line chapter. Okay? Chapter 2 will repeat. Because of these Chetas, how many Cetasikas are associated will be explained in chapter 2. So let us continue to do Ahituka. Another type of Chetas. Now there is only Akusala. These Chetas we should not keep. The Buddha said, Sabapapasa Akarana, not to do any evil. You should not let one of these 12 Akusala Chetas arises within. So therefore, Pastor explained in the Akusala Cheta. Then Ahituka Cheta. Definition is very important in Pāļi. Ahituka. What is Ahituka? Will be explained. Then Abhidhamma 3 degrees. The sixth type of mental states. Loba, judgment. Dosa, hatred. Moha, delusion. Alobha, non-judgment. Dosa, non-hatred. And amoha, non-delusion are described as hidden. This is a special term for these six that you must keep in your mind. Hitu, according to Abhidhamma, Hitu is not others. The term Hitu is used only for these six mental states. You know that Hitu Pachayo. Hitu Pachayo means referring to these six. Hitu Pachayo. Not the others. Loba, dosa, moha, dealing with the akusala. Alaba, adosa, amoha, these are kusala or others. Meaning condition that fortify effects that sound like the root of a tree. These are conditions, they fortify effect. That is Loba fortify the effect. Therefore, it is called hidden. Thirdly, I explain craving for something. For example, we want to have something with a craving. So what is happening? Our thought is always about that. Talking also about that. Our actions also about that. That Loba is a particular. Like that, dosa, hatred. If we quarrel with some people, we are angry. So dosa arises within us. As long as the dosa remains, hateful thoughts remain. Thought is a beautiful one. As long as there is a dosa, he never uses a kind word. He or she never uses a kind word. He uses a beautiful one. Or then action also not polite action, not need involved. As long as the dollar is remain, his manner also, you see, remain. That is dosa fortifying these. That is the meaning. Dosa fortifying. When dosa is no more, what is happening? No hateful thoughts, no usable word, no such action. At that time, it changes his manner. I'm so sorry, I apologize. After dosa is removed, you use a kind word, I'm apologized at that time. You say, I'm so sorry. He said, I'm so sorry. As long as the dosa remains, he never say, I'm so sorry. Never say. When dosa is no more, he said, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry, I apologize. Now it is, you see, you may meet many people are quarreling, shouting, hitting each other. After that, then there's make peaceful, and that time you say, I'm so sorry. As long as the law of dosa remain, the other actions remain. That is called 45. Like a tree. In a tree, there is a root. As long as root remain, the tree is grown up. If someone cut off the root, you see the tree cannot be grown up, become without rather than dry. Because only cut root, tree cannot remain. So lower dosa moha also in this way remain because it is fortified with that way. Like that, aloba, adosa, amoha, therefore they are called hetu. Hetu means fortified, the effect. As long as aloba, no attachment, generosity remain, he think about. He's always think about charity, think about generosity. He want to offer something. As long as alava remain. As long as adosa, no hatred, loving kindness remain. He always smiling face, talk kind words, action, helping other persons, thinking about the welfare of others. So change, you see. It's a loving kindness, a fortifying is such a thing. As long as there is amoha remain, whatever he performs with the knowledge, he always consider, he always think about what should be done, what should not be done. He avoids what should not be done. He did, he do, he does what should be done. So that is qualified by amoha. So therefore they are called. I hate to get dirty. I hate to get dirty. Quite a I hate to get dirty means a causeless, due on causeless. He never said, the person never said any cause. It's a reject any cause. Whatever happened, accidental. So that is an I hate to get dirty. Then sometimes they use ahituka beings. This ahituka beings, according to it, is a rebirth mind. Once a rebirth mind, so without a hetu, it is called ahitu. So if you study the Buddhism, these definitions or terms are very, very important. According to it, you must know. Otherwise, misunderstand and mistake and misunderstand the meaning. So in that case, ayuga is a required to take out without a hetu. So consciousness, that consciousness that's dissociated from such a hetu, that is the meaning here. a consciousness that dissociated from such a hetu is called ahit. It means a consciousness that is absent from hetu. That's the only. Not without a cause. Not because or without a cause. They have this cause, but only without a hetu. Ahituka data is divided into three according to types or species, namely akusala vipaka. Some ahituka data are result of akusala. Vipaka means result. Vipaka means result also only what is a similar effect. For example, the word vipaka. Not all results are called vipaka. Only similar results are called vipaka. In that case. For example, everybody knows from seed how many things we can get from a seed. If we grow a seed, from seed, what is we get? That's a root. Okay? Then trunk. Then branch. Then leaf. Then flower. Then fruit. All are the product of seed. What is it? Similar to the seed. Only fruit. You see, roots different from seed. Trunk also quite different from seed. Branch also quite different from seed. Leaf also quite different from seed. Flower also different. You see, only fruit. And fruit there is a seed. Only there. Like that. Akusala result. Similar to according to mental, mind, according to mind. But the akusala result, material qualities also have. They are not called vipaka. Akusala is mind, this vipaka also must be mind. Such a similar is called vipaka, not others. Not material qualities are called vipaka. They are called another way, kamma born material quality, kamma vipaka, kamma upa. See, another term is used. That is also must be noticeable. So, kusala vipaka, area, different spelling, functional consciousness, sometimes in operative translation. Functional consciousness. So, akusala vipaka 7. That consciousness that is the result of akusala vipaka. Akusala is called akusala vipaka. This akusala vipaka data is classified into 7 according to base where mind rises and the function that mind performs. So, how to classify according to base, according to function. This is a classification system. Depending on base, depending on function. Note that the base where mind arises is 6-fold. The function mind performs is 40. They will be explained later. Okay? According to fundamental Abhidhamma, will be explained in chapter 4. Will be explained in chapter 4. According to comprehensive Abhidhamma chapter 3, later you will find out. So, how akusala vipaka is classified into 7. A, B, classified into 3, yeah, according to base. Vipaka data means just a product of karma. Just a product of karma. Like the fruit. Fruit is just a product of seed. So, yeah, according to base. Base means where it rises. Number one, eye, ear, nose, tongue, body are base. This is where it arises. Okay? So, eye consciousness. Because this consciousness arises from the eye. Arises from the eye. For example, to clarify the meaning, maybe you heard the sound. Where the sound arises? From that book. Sound arises from that book. So, this book is the base of sound. Okay? The base of sound. Like that, eye consciousness, where appear? It appeared in the eye. Therefore, it is called eye consciousness. Because, you see, practically we should consider, when we open our eye, the things in front of us reflect. Then, seeing consciousness arises. Seeing consciousness arises only in the eye, not in the ear. You see that? Not in other places. Seeing consciousness arises in the eye. So, eye is base. That is the meaning. So, according to base, these chetas will be explained. Eye-based consciousness, it is called eye consciousness. That is different from other consciousness. Eye consciousness, the sound, you see, we hear the sound with our ear. So, hearing consciousness or ear consciousness arises in the ear. Therefore, ear is the base of consciousness. If someone deaf, cannot hear. If someone cannot hear, ear consciousness impossible. So, according to base, we must know. Eye-based consciousness is called eye consciousness. Ear-based consciousness is called ear consciousness. Nose-based consciousness is called nose consciousness. Tongue-based consciousness is called tongue consciousness. Body-based consciousness is called body consciousness. These are result of Dhamma, the result of Akusala. So, what is their feeling? All chetas without a feeling, impossible. You see, feeling means a Vedana. Vedana is called feeling. So this feeling associates all type of chetas. All type of chetas. All chetas has feeling. So, eye consciousness accompanied by a different feeling. Ear consciousness also accompanied by a different feeling. Nose consciousness accompanied by a different feeling. Tongue consciousness accompanied by a different feeling. But body consciousness accompanied by pain. Akusala rasas is pain. How to understand about these chetas? How to arise within us? On seeing undesirable object. You see, our eyes, we see not only beautiful things, not only desirable objects. We see with our eye undesirable objects also. So desirable, undesirable, how to classify? How to classify? Maybe someone is like this one, someone is like. It cannot be the same. How to say desirable, undesirable? That is according to middle class, generally talk about that. Desirable, undesirable means general consensus. Majority people accept as a desirable, that is a desirable. Majority people accept as a undesirable, that is an undesirable. You see, even during, some people do not get the smears well. They dislike the during small. Some people are afraid of during small, so they close their nose. Some people don't like it. So, for one people, for a person, smell of during is desirable. For other people, smell of during is undesirable. What about a kapi? Kapi also, you see, some people are liking kapi. For them, it is a desirable. In India, some Indian people are disliking kapi. Kapi also, you see, kapi, salty fish, very bad smell. Salty fish. You like kapi? So some people are like, mostly Myanmar people are like kapi. So that is one story. This story is a true story. A monk, a Buddhist monk who stayed in India, he visited Myanmar and take kapi. And the model of Namjayi. The model of Namjayi. Namjayi means a salty fish liquid closed in the one bottle. We take it to India. So, in the railway station, there's a police check his properties. Police think there is beer bottle of beer, or bottle of alcoholic. Indian police is trying to open. The monks explain, no, that is not beer, not alcohol, don't open. Indian police is trying to open. Smell is get put, drop, break. Because of, he ran away because of very bad smell. So, for one people, that is desirable. For other people, not desirable. So, desirable and undesirable means it depends on like or dislike. So, therefore, we must classify, we must recognize what is desirable, what is not desirable, general consensus. General, cannot be said definitely. Even Vipassanā, some people think Vipassanā is beautiful, some people think it is ugly. So, cannot be the same. So therefore, desirable and undesirable cannot be said definitely. According to majority people, we have to decide. So, dealing with the undesirable object, on seeing undesirable object, this consciousness arises, I consciousness arises, akusala prasad. We say definitely this one. If the sound is desirable, the person hears such a sound, on hearing such a sound, ear consciousness arises. This ear consciousness is akusala prasad. If an undesirable for a person, depending on object, the consciousness we must decide as a undesirable, this consciousness must be akusala prasad. That is definitely said according to object. Okay? These chetas are here. How to arise in thought process will be explained in chapter 5. So, don't forget all chapters. All chapters must be combined. These are only, we are collecting the categories. We are collecting only points. When we explain in chapter 2, if someone forgot the chapter 1, cannot get the meaning. So all chapters will link in our daily life. Last year I talked about not extraordinary, just perspective. This perspective is combined together. In our daily life, these things are combined together. I hope it will be the last lecture I will explain how to arise in our daily life with these combined. As first lecture during May, last May, I explained only 45 jhanas, not all jhanas. 45 jhanas and jhanas. That is just for daily life. Only in daily life we put jhanas and methods. So this time I will explain. You can study through the books, therefore I will explain chapter by chapter, according to text of Quran. After that, combine together how to understand Abhidhamma in our daily life. Is it okay? So let me stop the lecture today.